Hello and welcome inside the ACU TV or studio for this week's Optimist Newscast. My name is Macy Weathers alongside Will Dalton. This week's top stories include Freshman Follies winners, Family Weekend, upcoming events, and a week in sports recap. This week's upcoming events include intramural football all week and intramural ultimate tournament starting this Friday, Ethnos auditions from 6 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday and Thursday, and Intra La Plaza from 6 to 10 p.m. on Friday at the Gata Fountain. Family Weekend was this past weekend, packed with events such as chapel, midnight and moonlight worship, follies, tailgating, and a football against University of Incarnate Word. On top of Family Weekend events, freshmen on campus experienced their very first follies, with Westwolf Boxers and Surf and Turf coming in first place overall. The Optimist Shelby Bird has more on the freshman experience and acts.
Last Friday marked opening night of Freshman Follies, ACU's annual lip-syncing competition for first-year students. Follies took place over Family Weekend, meaning students could show off their hard work to both their peers and their families. This year was the year of Taylor Swift, with Maybe Hall hosting an Eras Tour-themed act based around the artist's sold-out world tour, and students Sarah Bazzara and Indy Grubb wowing the crowd with a heart-wrenching cover of All Too Well. ACU's newest residence hall, Wessel Hall, took home the win in both categories with their women's act Boxers and their men's act Surf and Turf. Follies provides an opportunity not only for freshmen to show off their talents, but also to create community with each other and get involved in other student productions. Here's what a few of these freshmen had to say about their experience.
My favorite part of Follies was definitely the community that we were in. We met up almost every day and we worked our tails off for this, and it was a great time overall.
My favorite part has been the late night practices because everybody goes a little crazy and we all just have fun.
Mine was the performance for sure. It was really fun to see all our hard work paid off.
I'm Shelby Bird for The Optimist reporting.
Thanks, Shelby. Up next, Will Dalton has an update on the recent football game in ACU sports. Will?
Thanks, Macy. The Wildcat football team lost its first game of the season Saturday night, falling to Incarnate Word in a final score of 27-20. The Wildcats played the Cardinals down to the wire, but ultimately fell just short of a 3-0 start to the season. The Wildcats head to Arkansas this Saturday for the program's first ever United Athletic Conference game when they take on Central Arkansas Bears at 6 p.m. ACU soccer team split its two games last week, shutting out Prairie View A&M at home 6-0 before falling on the road to Oklahoma State 2-0. The Wildcats are on the road twice this week as they take on the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley on Thursday before heading east to take on Stephen F. Austin on Sunday. Volleyball had two tough 3-1 losses last week at the Maroon and White Invite Tournament in Mississippi. However, the Wildcats are back home this week to open up conference play as they take on Seattle University on Thursday and Utah Valley on Saturday. Women's tennis came up big this past weekend in New Mexico in their first tournament of the season. The Wildcats took 4 singles and 3 doubles matches in the Sunday finale to take 7 of the 10 final matches. The women are back in action on September 29th when they host the ACU Invite. That's all for this week's Optimist Newscast. I'm Will Dalton.
And I'm Macy Weathers. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.